always thought our wedding was a bit fishy, Jeff, but after 20 years it's taken it to the next level. It isn't a loving hug, it's more keeping each other warm. We're at the Japanese gardens at Toowoomba and it's a little bit chilly.
I've got an arsehole.
Chilly, chilly.
Japanese light bridges, don't they? The Japanese light bridges.
Jeff and I are back on the road again.
Hello!
We've spent a couple of days in Toowoomba catching up with family, which has been fantastic, and we're on our way back down to Brisbane now to catch up with more family, so we're fitting this into our week of travel. So just coming through Murphy's Creek on our way back down.
What's Murphy's Creek famous for, Al?
Murphy's Creek has Spring Bluff railway station. You can go up, a lot of people get married up there or get their photos taken if they're up there.
Well, what's it really famous for?
I don't know, it's on the Cobbles Road.
It's famous for a flood.
Well, years ago there was a terrible flood in Toowoomba. I was actually there when it happened with Mum. We were in the main street and yeah, it came down through Murphy's Creek. A few people got tragically killed and then it went on its way to Grantham, and that's a terrible story as well. It's not, hopefully that's not what it's famous for. That was a terrible tragedy that it might be remembered, but not famous for. But yeah, it wasn't a good time. One particular thing that we've noticed as we've been travelling around through Queensland after we've left Brisbane is how dry it is out here. It's really, really dry. They need some rain. It's shut. It looks abandoned. Jeff's insisting we walk around the front, but it doesn't look like it's had a lawn cut in about 6 months. Fountains aren't working. This is all really a disaster.
Oh goodness.
Poo. What does it mean when all the old jaunts that used to hang around in when we were a couple and growing up are slowly just dying or being left to be abandoned?
Gutted.
That is
Absolutely gutted.
probably the most disappointing thing we've seen.
It used to be a fantastic club.
It was an awesome little club. Used
Always
to go
full, great
watch the
dinners.
soccer, great food, great entertainment. Now it's just a bloody box.
Just a box.
Just a box.
With some Keno tickets in it.
I'm standing where Jeff and I got married. We are at the Cleveland Lighthouse Point. Cleveland Lighthouse Restaurant is where we had our reception. That's behind me. There's my husband.
Happiest day of my life.
And I don't have a lot else to say, except maybe the tide's in. So there we are.
This is it.
That's where the reception was. It's now all tables. There's Coochie-Madlo Island out the back.
Cool.
Yeah. Where you headed? Headed back to the altar again? Hey?
Do you want to go again?
You want to go again?
Yeah, do it again.
There you go. Do, 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 do. Yep, this was us. We stood right here.
And on this day, there you go. 20 years ago.
20 years. Lots happened in 20 years here.
What a beautiful
Because-
place to get married though.
But instead of instead of it looking like a bit of a function room, if you go inside now, it's turned into a fish and chip shop. It used to be fine dining, didn't it, Jeff?
Fine dining restaurant.
And now
What have they done?
you can pick out fresh fish. Wow. Always thought our wedding was a bit fishy, Jeff, but after 20 years it's taken it to the next level.
It's full on fishy.
It's full on fishy now.
It's full
Fishy,
on.
fishy. After sitting in the car for what seems like hours again, driving through our concrete jungle called Brisbane, we are at Chandler at Gizzler's Pies, just down from the Sleeman Sports Complex, because Jeff wants to get a mushy pie. And he always believes that these are the best ones.
What happened on here?
Oh my god. What's going to be interesting is if it tastes as good as what he remembers it.
Got a knife as well?
No,
Sure.
I'm sure.
I do.
Hey, Jeff. Well, at least this place is still open. Although their keg just did run out of beer. And now we've got to wait for her to bring it out. So after a week of visiting, adventuring, seeing family and catching up with good friends, it was time for us to head back out to the airport and catch that flight back home. 7 days goes mighty quickly and we are already thinking about what our next adventure might entail. So thanks for sticking around and watching our videos. Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and we will catch you in the next one.